All right, guys. Welcome back to another video. Guys, I went out on the limb and gave something a try. This was my Sunday dinner right here. Some nice, good Louisiana style chicken and sausage gumbo. Guys, don't come for me in the comments over this. I'm ready to fight, guys. I'm ready to fight. But anyway, we're going to jump into this video, guys. I'm going to show you exactly how I get this done. Alrighty, guys. So here's everything I'm going to be using right here today. I got me some chicken thighs. Going to be taking the skin off of this, cleaning it up, getting that browned off. And I got me some Holy Trinity right here, as they call it. Onions, green bell pepper, celery. And I got me some smoked sausage. This isn't andouille sausage, guys, so don't come for me over that. And I'm going to be using some gumbo filet. I'm not going to say that name. I know that's Chef Paul, but I'm not going to say his last name. But I got some black pepper, onion powder, some Tony's, not saying his last name either, and some chicken powder, and a little minced garlic. Alright, so I got some vegetable oil in my Dutch oven here. I'm just going to add my sausage to it. And we're just going to let the sausage brown off for a few minutes. Doesn't have to be totally brown, but we do want to get a little color on it. And get some of the natural juices and fat out of the sausage into our pot also. Going to add our extra flavor. So after a few minutes, just get a little color on it like this. Then I'm going to go ahead and just get this taken out and set to the side. Alright, so once I get all of this out, then I'm going to come in and add my chicken to it. Let my chicken thighs brown off. I season my thighs with the Tony's black pepper. I don't make that sound like one seasoning. I use the Tony's Cajun seasoning with that, or Creole seasoning, my bad. And some black pepper and some onion powder. That was all I added on my chicken. We're just going to get this browned off. Now you could use just the boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but I had a pack of regular thighs on hand that I just took the skin off, and they're going to cook so tender that I could just pull the bone out. So just get that browned off on both sides a little bit. Just want to get a little color on it, nothing major. This thing is going to simmer for about an hour, hour and a half. So they'll definitely get done, get nice and tender. Alright, so we're going to let it brown up on that other side a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to come in, go ahead and take these out. Just going to set them back on my plate right here. Set those aside until I could go on to the process of getting my roux made. Alright, and you see all of that goodness in the bottom of that pan. We want to leave that nice oil and those bits. That's going to help add some flavor to our roux and our final dish. So you definitely don't want to clean this out, guys. Do not clean this out. Okay, so after I got done scraping it like I'm crazy or something, I'm going to come in and add a little bit more vegetable oil inside of here. I want to have at least a half cup of oil inside of here for the size pot that I'm going to be making. So I get that vegetable oil in. Vegetable oil. Come on, can you get it together? Alright, and this is a half cup of all-purpose flour, guys. You're going to go ahead and get that in. You want to use the same amount of flour as fat that you're using, whether it's vegetable oil or butter. Just want to have the equal amounts, flour and fat. We're going to go ahead and give that a nice little mix. Alright, so we're just going to keep mixing this thing, guys, until we can get this thing browned off. I felt I needed just a little bit more flour, so I came in and add about another tablespoon of flour inside of here. Tablespoon and a half or so. And we're just gonna start mixing this thing. This is the most time consuming part of the dish, guys. Just stirring this thing and stirring and stirring and stirring, and people gotta be crazy, boy, to be stirring this roux 225 days. Stirring a pot of roux, you must be crazy. But in any case, this is how it's looking right here, starting to change color on me. Just keep stirring this thing for another 50 hours. Keep stirring it, guys. Don't let it burn. If it burns, that is it. You're gonna have to start it all over again. But we're just gonna keep stirring this thing. I'm not gonna be stirring no roux all the time when I got kitchen bouquet inside of my cabinet. These people must be crazy in Louisiana, boy. Okay, keep stirring, guys. All right, and now you can see it's starting to really change color. Got a nice kind of peanut butter color right here. I want it to go just a little bit further. So I just keep stirring this thing, making sure that your heat is not too high, guys. You just want to keep mixing this thing, and eventually it's going to change to the next stage. And I felt that this next stage was perfect. And that's what we got right here. So this was good enough for me, and my arm was tired. I ain't got time to be stirring no roux for 340 days out of the year. Boy, these people in Louisiana crazy. I tell you what, I got me some kitchen bouquet in my cabinet. Got me some kitchen bouquet. I'm not gonna be stirring no roux a whole 300 days out of the year. Crazy. All right. So once we get it like that, then I'm gonna come in and add my onions and bell peppers, celery. Get in there. We're gonna get all of that in. And guys, don't try to cook this until your vegetable get tender. You do not have to do that. We just want to get this mixed in a little bit, cook for maybe a minute or so, because this is gonna simmer for a nice good hour and a half. So these will definitely get nice and tender. So we just want to get this roux and our vegetables mixed together. And after I let it cook for about a minute or so, I'm gonna come in and add some water inside of here, trying to get some liquid in this thing and get this thing simmering down. So I'm gonna come in and this is gonna be 2 cups of water that I'm gonna add at first. I'm gonna get that mixed in. You could definitely use your stock, but I'm gonna be using my chicken bouillon powder, so that's basically the same thing as using some chicken stock. So I'll get that 2 cups mixed in. We're gonna need more than that because this thing is gonna simmer and it's gonna reduce. All right, so once I get all of that mixed in at first really good, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna come back in. I'm gonna add another 2 cups of water inside of here if I ever start mixing this thing. All right, so that's 4 cups of water that I'm adding in here. And it might seem like that's enough, guys, but you definitely want to have enough of this because it's going to cook for an extended period of time, and you want give your chicken a chance to get nice and tender, falling off of the bone, and give that liquid a chance to reduce some. So that's another 2 cups. That's 6 cups of water total, and that's where I stopped right there. That was my limit. So let's give that a nice mix. Once I get that all mixed together, then I'm going to come inside of here and we are going to add a little bit of this minced garlic to it. All right, let's get that minced garlic added. Then I'm going to come back and start seasoning up my gravy right here. Going to put a little onion powder. And I'm going to add me a little bit more black pepper in here. Okay, then I'm gonna come and add my chicken bouillon powder. You wanna be careful with this. You don't wanna add too much of this because we are using that Tony's and that has good bit of sodium in it also. So I get that chicken powder added. Then I'm gonna come and add about a half teaspoon of this gumbo filet. And this is my first time cooking with gumbo filet, but I did see another chef say to be a little cautious with it because you could use too much. So I just started off small with about a half teaspoon of it, but I did end up adding a little bit more. And I'm adding just a little bit more of this Tony's inside of here. Alright, so we give all of that a nice good mix, guys. Then we're going to give it a little taste. Check how our seasonings are. And I felt I needed just a little bit more of that chicken bouillon powder. So you're going to see me coming here and add a little bit more of that. And a little bit more black pepper. And I did add a little bit more of the gumbo filet, but it wasn't on camera. But I did add a little bit more of that. So I would say about a teaspoon of that total I added inside of here. Alright, so this was good to go for me, guys. So all I did after that was come in here, put my sausage and my chicken back inside of it. Alright, that's my sausage. And we're going to add this chicken back in here. Gonna get all of those juices in there. All of that is flavor. Alright, we're gonna get our chicken thighs back inside of here. We're gonna let this thing cook until we can just pull the bones out of these thighs. Let our meat break up by itself. Get all of that juice back in there. Alright, so only thing I did after this was I just covered it, let it come up to a nice boil, and then I reduced my heat down to about a medium. And I just let it sit and really just simmer for about an hour and a half. And then I'm going to be back, guys, and show you all the final product before I plate this up and give it a taste test. Alrighty, guys, I am back, and this chicken and sausage gumbo is done, guys. Look at how absolutely wonderful that looks. Nice, beautiful brown gravy. Chicken all nice and shredded up. Cooked off the bone, nice and tender. I already discarded those bones. And you can see all of that nice green bell pepper and celery and onion in it. And I got me a nice pot of white rice right here. So I'm going to take my thumbnails and my videos, give it a taste test. Taste test is going to be long, guys, because I enjoyed it and forgot I was recording. Alright, guys, coming with a real quick taste test. This is my Louisiana style gumbo, chicken sausage gumbo. Here in South Carolina, where I am, we just call it stewed chicken with sausage. I mean, that's all it really is, but to each his own. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. Some of that nice chicken, got a nice gravy on it. Nice rice. Big piece of that sausage on it. Alright. Got that sausage, chicken, celery, onion, bell pepper. Louisiana style gumbo. Give it a try. Ooh, I think this is still hot. Ooh, Kenny. Okay, going in.
Mm. Oh, that's so good. That's so freaking good. Perfect mix of that Tony's and that gumbo filet. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I added that extra bit of gumbo filet. That's so good. I mean, that chicken is flavored through and through. A little some of that gravy. That's really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, stop eating it, guys. Alright, I'm about to go in. Good God Almighty. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm.
Alrighty, guys. Sorry for that long taste test, but that thing was good, and I forgot I was recording. Okay, Louisiana. I hope I did some kind of justice on this thing now. Don't come for me in these comments. I got a 6 gun and I ain't afraid to use it. You guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. And subscribe to the channel if you are new. And follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch TV, and Pinterest. Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget the hashtag. Just be a blessing to someone. Peace.